Good fine evening, YouTube. It's your boy King Cobra back at you with another badass drink combination. My buddy Jeremy asked me to do a little bit of repair work on his staff that I made for him. I put some Mod Podge on it so it would keep it from coming undone. He's had it a couple years and this is about the first time it's starting to fall apart, so it was due for a 10,000 mile checkup, if you will. Anyways, in today's drink combination, I have a very dank goblet to do it in. You saw the other goblet I have in the other video, which is, of course, this one. Now, the name of this drink combination is a Smoky Cobra. And what you're going to need to make a Smoky Cobra are two things. Go into the liquor store, and when you go in the liquor store, look for this tin. Isn't that a badass tin or what, YouTube? This is from Smokehead Whiskey Company. You get a resealable tin, you can put your change in or whatever, you know. Here's the bottle that's inside the tube. Now this whiskey is 43%, which is 4 to the 3. Now what does the whiskey taste like, you ask? As you can clearly see, I'm a little bit tipsy and the bottle's a little bit gone. It has, to start off with, a chocolatey sweet start. Halfway through that chocolatey sweet start, you get a smoky barbecue taste. And right towards the smoky barbecue taste, right at the end, you get a nice little mild sour note. So what's interesting, you know, I've definitely never had whiskey like it before, but I must say I like it. It gets the King Cobra seal of approval. Figured to give these cool Cobras some free advertising. And the first thing that caught my attention when I'm at the liquor store and I see this badass tin with the skull on it, I'm like, that's cool looking. I gotta give this a try. Hell yeah. So shout out to Smokehead Whiskey Company. This is the first half of your Smoky Cobra. Second half, of course, would be Monster, half and half. Empty cup. That's the problem. I got the solution. Now this is a 43%, so this is definitely a sipping whiskey, YouTube. That's pretty potent for a whiskey. Most whiskeys are like 20 to 30%, if not 16%, depending on if it's cheaper or not. But you can definitely smell the chocolate coming off the flavoring. Like you can smell the notes on this whiskey. And this is really good whiskey. If you ever get a chance to try it, give it a shot. You know, you find something like Monster or like V8 juice, whichever you prefer to mix it, you know, something that'll complement all three of the tastes. And this is definitely one of the weirdest drink combinations I've come up with, but when you get the sweetness from the chocolate on the first note of that whiskey, mixing the Monster literally complements the taste of the chocolate on that first note. And then it adds a bit of sweetness to that barbecue smoky taste in the middle. And then it complements the sour taste on the end of said whiskey. So, okay, I know it sounds weird. Some of you are going to be looking at this like, ugh. But, pour a splash of that in there. And now you have a goblet full of the good stuff. This here is a Smoky Cobra. Cheers, YouTube. And oh yeah, that whiskey's got a bit of a bite to it. That's a pretty sweet goblet. Rocking the pentagram on the side there. Couple sips of this and you'll be like, hey. Some of you are going to be wondering, what the fuck is that in the background? That would be my buddy's Rastafarian staff that I made for him a long time ago. As I said before, it's due for its 10,000 mile checkup, if you will. It's due for its 10,000 mile checkup, if you will. So I did a little touch up on it, added some Mod Podge to it, so that way the paint is more protected. And when the Mod Podge mixes with spray paint and wand tape, the chemical reaction from the 3 different sources causes it to be nice and shiny and clear. But when it rains just a little bit, it gives the staff a foggy tint. But it protects the paint or the tape from coming off. The reason why I know this is because I did the same thing to my staff, which is sitting in the corner there, as you can see, that thing right there. Yeah. So before I make an ass of myself, before I make a complete Asperger's of myself, let me just make sure that I put the cat back on that monster, because you definitely don't want to spill that. Monster's kind of expensive, and you don't want to waste the sugary goodness. But yes, Monster Energy Drink and Smokehead Whiskey. 43% alcohol in volume. And if you want to find that whiskey that I'm drinking right now, look for that awesome Skull tin in your local liquor store. That's goth as fuck. I'll drink to that. But yeah, this is definitely an interesting whiskey, YouTube. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got an acquired sort of taste. It's, you know what I'm saying? I'd say the first time trying it, that barbecue smoky taste in the middle kind of threw me off. I got like 3 different tastes going into my mouth. I'm like, all 3 of them are bad. I mean, things like rum chata, for instance. Rum chata is delicious. Like if you mixed maraschino cherries, chocolate, cinnamon roll, and fireball, all fucking 4 of those flavors into one delicious bottle, that's basically what it tastes like. You know, so I must confess it's quite cool, I think, how they do that. Like, I'm sitting here, I must confess, it ponders me sometimes. How do they do that? You know, it's cool. There's an exact science. I must confess, this is a delicious combination. And yeah, let's get the party started. Especially if you and your girl are barbecuing, and you pour yourself an 8-ball glass of this here whiskey and you sip on it. Yeah, buddy. I also must confess that Casper has some hot-ass women. And to retract a statement I said in one of my previous videos, how Casper women are stuck up. But that's not all of them, that's just some of them. Like I said, that's not all of them, that's just some of them. And stuck up women are everywhere. More or less, my point is, why be stuck up? Life is too short for that. You know, to be a stuck up and shallow, vain person, life is just too short for that shit. You know, but now photo boot's not the best for making videos, but as I said before, my phone's in the shop. It's gonna take about a week to get it fixed, but I ain't worried about it. I know it's in good hands. I paid way less money to get my phone fixed than I did to get a new one. Way less money, which is the smart way to do it. I mean, I get why they can't just outright sell you a phone, because if you're not on that person's account, I get that. Yeah, no. Don't even think about it. I don't want the fucking computer screen falling asleep on me and slowing photo booth down. This video is just about over, but it's a quick little, how-to video. Smoky Cobra drink combination. What's this? They click on it. Ooh, Cobra drinking alcohol. That's original. The cool thing about the Monster is it kind of mellows out the burn of the whiskey just a little bit, so it makes it, Oh, well, you're a pussy. You can't drink that shit straight. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, oh, goddamn. It's got some burn to it. I don't know what your whiskey is, YouTube.